Hi again everybody. We're going to start Unit 11 in this video. Unit 11's title, Work It Out. And we will look at modal verbs of deduction, idioms and proverbs. And there is a photo of Sherlock, if any of you are familiar with that TV show, and obviously the famous character Sherlock Holmes. And there is a reason why I've put him here. Let's have a look at the next slide. So, the grammar point, modals of deduction. What are modals and what is deduction? Okay, so modal verbs, must, may, might, could and can't, we use those verbs to make deductions. And what are deductions? Deduction is making a guess using evidence. And that is just like what Sherlock does. So we use some evidence and then we make a guess. And we're going to use those modal verbs to make guesses. Alright, so to make deductions about the present tense now, we're going to use a modal verb and then we're going to use an infinitive verb. Infinitive just means the basic form of a verb. So here's an example. A says, "Where is the student?" And B says, "Not sure, but her bag is here, so she must be in the school. She might be in the toilet or she could be getting her book." Right, so the green part, her bag is here, that is the evidence. And you use that evidence to make some guesses. So where is the student? We don't know, but her bag is here. So we can make a guess, she must be in the school. Her bag is here. And then we can make guesses about where she is. She might be in the toilet or she could be getting her book. And you can see there, must, might, could, the modal verbs, and all of those have the infinitive verb to be. Okay, let's have a look at an example in the past tense. To make deductions about the past, we use a modal verb, and then you have to use have, and then you have to use a past participle. So here's an example. Imagine there is an empty office, an empty room. And person A says, "Where is everyone?" And person B says, "They must have all gone to the meeting room already." So that is the guess. The evidence is that there is nobody in the room, but there is a meeting. So you can make a guess. They must have all gone to the meeting already. Modal verb must, have, and the past participle of go, gone. They must have all gone to the meeting room already. Okay, so this is what we're going to practice. Modals of deduction in the present tense and in the past tense. All right. Extra notes then, modal verbs of deduction. We use must to talk about things we think are true. We are quite sure, quite certain. Okay, so for example, Katie got the new job that she really wanted. She must be feeling so happy. Of course, she just got the job that she wanted. She must be feeling so happy. That's the present tense. Let's have a look at the past tense. Dave isn't answering his phone. Okay, well it's 2 a.m, so he must have gone to bed already. And that's in the past tense. So we use must when we are very sure that we are right. Now, when we are very sure that something isn't true, then we can use can't or couldn't to talk about things that we are sure aren't true. Example, the teacher says to the student, "You can't be finished yet. We only started the test 5 minutes ago." That's present tense. You can't be finished yet. We only started the test 5 minutes ago. Past tense. She can't have gone home yet. Her coat is still here. Okay, so you can see here, there's evidence and then there is a guess. And then we use may, might, or could to talk about things we think are probably true. For example, he might be late for class because there was an accident on the subway. That's in the present tense. And in the past tense, she might have been in a rush this morning. All of the windows are still open. So you can imagine somebody's house. You get to her house and all of her windows are open. So you think, well, why are the windows open? She might have been in a rush this morning. That's why all of the windows are open. But I don't know for sure. So I'm guessing with less certainty. So if you're not sure, or if you are less sure, you can use might. Now it says here you can use may, might, and could, but usually might is the most common word to use, or could. May, not really that common anymore. Okay, so let's practice these modal verbs of deduction. Next slide. Okay, so this is just like the last lesson that we did. I'm going to share a Word file with you on Smart Campus and you follow the instructions. This one will be called Unit 11, Worksheet 1. And just like I said to you for Unit 10, this is considered participation and please try to complete that, or don't try, please do complete that by next Friday. Now you probably noticed every week I'm uploading 2 lessons. 2 lessons per week. Okay, so soon we might have to shorten the deadline for each of these as we get a little bit closer to preparing for the midterm test. So this is going to be your next homework assignment.